in the book called Trinity. The names them, you look into the computer, you're going to find the names them who they're talking about Trinity in India. Now we come to another part of the world. The people says, they use the word Jesus. There's no such word as Jesus. That is a translation from the Greek, from the word Isa. He's a Hebrew. Isa means someone who comes to reform, to teach what? To reform them. Because at the time, the Jews, the children of Israel, they become Jews. How they become Jews? You have to know. They become Jews because when Musa was living with them, the 12 tribes of Israel, they rebelled against Musa. Musa told them not to catch fish on Saturday. And they all went and catch fish one day, and a blast occurred. And when this blast occurred, the north side of the river all become monkeys, and the south side all become pigs. The children of Israel who was rebelled against Musa. And a group of them, over 7 tribes left back, leave Musa and went to north of Nazareth, a place called Judah. And they call themselves Jews of Judah. Nobody, the Creator didn't appoint them as Jews of Judah. They appointed themselves as Jews of Judah. So the word you're hearing Jews, it comes from the people who rebelled against their prophet Moses. His name is Musa, we know it as Moses. So those people, today the whole world is saying Jews, Jews, Jews. They don't even know what it is. These are the people who rebelled against the supreme, break the order of Allah. And that part becomes monkeys, and the other part becomes what? Pigs. It's in the book, in the Torah, you can read it. If you can read Hebrew a little, you can find it inside the original, not a translation, not in English. Because the people who translated it take it out. But the original is there. Now, we come to Isa, son of Maryam. And the people knows him, they change around his story and call him Jesus. And from there, as we know, some part of Christianity say he's God. And some part says he's the begotten son. And some people says God, they're using the word God, your supreme creator, sacrificed his own only begotten son. His only begotten son. Story make up with there, the shedding of blood. But in Islam, the first commandment declare one thing: you have to submit to the oneness of the supreme creator and worship in his oneness. Simple. And anyone who do not die in the oneness, we call it monotheism. That you practice the oneness of the supreme. What it means oneness? That the creator is alone. He has no parent, nor the creator is the parent of anyone. Because the creator said, I'm unseen. You may ask anybody, is the creator unseen? They'll say yes. And unseen means, we understand, no one with a physical eye can see the creator of the heaven and the earth. He has no shadow. He has no color. And we're using the word Allah. Allah is a sound that we refer to the supreme when we have pain. Oh Allah. We don't say God because there's never a word existence in any of the prophet. Even the person who we call Jesus, named Isa, he never used the word God. He used the word in his language, in Old Arabic, Elohim. Means the supreme, the unseen creator of the heaven and the earth. But everybody takes it for granted and saying God, God, all. We don't know which God. If I see a man with a cross and he says he's worshiping his God, we know right to what his God is. So in Islam, we say Allah. Allah represents, I tell you what it is, but now I'll tell you the oneness of Allah, that you can decide in all of us here to teach our children. Nothing much to teach them. Teach them to worship the supreme creator of the heaven and the earth alone, and not his creation. And give them the concept of the creator. The creator has no parent, nor the creator is the parent of anyone. Simple means the creator don't have father, mother, and children, nor he's the father of any one of us here. He's the creator. The creator has no partner. He don't have a partner with him. Nor does the creator incarnate or manifest himself in any of his creation. Simple, you can think about it yourself and see. The Creator is saying, I'm alone. I have no wife. I have no son. I have no daughter. I'm not Trinity. I don't have any begotten son. He's saying, I have no parent, nor I am the parent of anyone. Then he makes it clear, because in India, where I come from, they said that the Creator incarnate in these prophets like Krishna and so on like that. And in the Western world, they said he manifests himself in his creation. He said, well, who is Jesus? They said the Creator manifests himself into him. He's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, whatever they're saying. It's the first commandment, deny that. So everybody's supposed to know the first commandment the way I'm explaining it. And you don't have to accept it. Because the truth is, what this book says, this book is the reconfirmation of all the previous books, such as the Torah, the Gospel, and the Injil. It says, including me, he said, death shall overtake every living soul. Their destiny is towards hell. Although I believe in the first commandment, I surrendered to the first commandment in full submission, and I submit, S-U-B-M-I-T, to Allah in his oneness, and I bow down in his oneness, I worship in oneness. Still I have no guarantee to go to where? To heaven. Although I surrendered to the first commandment. This is the verse what he's saying. He said, every living death shall overtake every living soul. Just a matter of time. Isn't that true? And listen to the next sentence. Didn't use the word and. Their destiny is towards Jahannam, the burning flame of hell. Then he continues saying, except those who die in the state of Islam. Islam means the first commandment. Many people hear the word Allah and Islam, they're scared. And so these people, religion, they're killing people. But Islam is not a religion. Islam is an order, a law, that we must learn Islam and implement it in our daily life. Most of us today, whether who we are, we work night and day and never implement, hardly we implement the first commandment in our daily life. And when we die, we expect to go where? Heaven. Heaven. It is not true. The Creator says, listen to when I finish the statement with that. He said, everyone has the right to know Islam, live Islam, practice like me, but they cannot die in the state of Islam except by an invitation by Allah. You see how it's very clear? So we can jump off high we like. Oh, God died to save my sin, fine. I'm so and so fine, whatever it is. He said, no. You can do what you might tell you. But when you return back to me, I am the judge of that, what you practice. If you practice polytheism, means Trinity, do not worship Allah in his oneness, the Creator, then you have no chance. You pass judgment on yourself. As soon as you're about to die, that special angel will come for you. Take out your soul from your body. And that angel going to place you in a place with an angel which is deaf, dumb, and blind in your grave. Because you live your whole life, deaf, dumb, and blind. You take everything for granted. You never ask, you hear people talk. You never feel good to go and ask something simple. Who is Allah? What are you doing? Everybody keep by their own group and what they have interact in a different way. We don't have love in our heart. Oh, I'm a Roman Catholic. I'm a Protestant. I'm a Anglican. I'm a Lutheran. We are not, they said, how can you get love in your heart? They said we must love one another. But as soon as we have something, the book come down, Shaitan, the devil, cause us to break away from the truth. And we cause what? Between ourselves, friction. And when you don't get friction, it causes fire. And this is what's happening around the world. people do not come out and tell the people in the language that Islam is the first commandment, and the first commandment is to submit to the unseen Creator in His oneness and worship in His oneness. That all sins has forgiveness except that one. So brothers and sisters, I appeal to you not to die in politism, die in monotheism. Surrender with your heart to Allah. And you know the meaning of it today. It's the supreme, the unseen, the almighty creator of the heavens and the earth. You can change whatever you try. You cannot change that. That is there, we accept that. And this is why I'm here telling you today. Muslims means one who believes in the first commandment. You call this person a Muslim, or that brother, whoever it is, a Muslim. When I say, oh, that's a Muslim, whether what color he is, or where he come from, it means that he surrendered first to Islam in full submission, and then right away, he submit to the oneness of Allah. So you call that person, it is known by Allah, a Muslim, because why? When we are different color, different shape, what we are, different part of the world, when we die, that day is called the day of judgment. It's called the day of sorting. So when we die, Allah says simple, oh Muslim, whether who you are, where you come from, which part of the world, how you look like, whether you're rich or poor, make no difference in front of the Almighty. He said, oh Muslim, it means who believe, who surrendered in full submission to the first order I give, Islam, the first commandment, and submit to me in my oneness. He said, entered into Jannah, heaven, one of the heavens. So what I'm trying to say, because 7 heavens we know is there, waiting for us. So I'm a Muslim, you call me a believer, but in my life I do bad things. I thief, I steal, I do bad things, bad things. But because I submit to the oneness of the Supreme, I have a chance to be judged. I have bad judgment on myself. So I will call to be judged on that day, and my book will say, oh, you have more bad deeds than good deeds. Go to hell. Spend 5 akaba, years or whatever it is, born, purify myself. I might spend 100 years in hell, live in the fire, then I have an opportunity to come out from that hell and go into one of the 7. But those who do not die in the state of the first commandment, they don't have a chance to come out from that hellfire. They will live there forever because the life will not die, is forever. But the pace, you will live in the fire, drink hot water. If you read the book and see what food you have in hell, then you will know if it's true or not. You have to understand. In heaven, you'll have everything wonderful. So these are the main things that all of us must try to understand, that Islam is not a religion. Islam is an order from the Supreme Creator of the heaven and the earth. Everybody understand so far?
Yes.
So the parents, I'm talking about the Muslim parents who are here. On the day of judgment, you have children. You might understand to save yourself from the fire of hell, but you did not teach your children about Islam. What will happen on that day? The children will turn back to the parents and say, oh Almighty Creator, you see that mother and father that you give me as parents? Send them to hell. They are to be blamed. They never one day tell me about you, Allah. And the first commandment, how to implement Islam, did not teach them to read the prayer or tell them how to, whatever they're supposed to do according to the book. These same children that you spend sleepless nights with them. You spend all the wealth, no matter who you are, which part in the world you come. You work night and day and bring up the child, feed them the best, give them the best thing, send them to university. But you never tell them the first commandment, to save them from the fire of hell. And on that day, when they will be going into the hell, they're going to cry out. That'll be another story for them. Because when they grow up big, they have the right to look for it. And so we parents, as Muslims, we must understand that we must spend our time to educate ourselves, implement Islam, in our daily life, and then teach our